Yeah, here we go. Welcome to another episode of Conversations Unleashed. It is one of your favorite people in the world. Come on now, it is Mr. Bonner here. It is a person who's wish you nothing but joy and peace, y'all. This is Conversations Unleashed, rising together. Why? Because it's important for us to do so. All right. I'm so glad you all are back. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to those that tuned in to the episode that came out Tuesday. We had Parks, we had Don, we had so many, Aaron Top, we had so many legends that were messaging me and reposting on the Instagram stories. I see you. I appreciate you. Today is going to be more business, right? Because it's a different color. Orange is education. Blue is more business leadership. And then always anonymous. Come on now. I have one of those episodes coming for you this week. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you today from a personal standpoint, and I want us to have some fun with it. So if you can, for me, please get yourselves prepared because today's topic is going to be called Close Those Tabs. If you're watching or listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify Podcasts, don't forget, we're right here inside of the studio. We have this going live right now. So buckle yourselves up, drink your water, take a sip of coffee because I am about to tell you something true. Let's go. If you was watching YouTube right now, you will recognize I just did a whole dance. All right, send something to my Cash App. All jokes. Hey y'all. Hello to my mother, my mom watches sometimes. Hey mom. Hey dad. Hey grandma. Hey sisters. And my brother Dre. I love y'all, all of y'all, so much for tuning in. Listen, today's episode is called Close Your Tabs, and I want to say something so bold. I don't know when people were creating the internet and deciding what this world would look like. I don't know if they fully thought out the consequences or the positives. What I will say is this. I don't know if we were ever designed to be this connected to everything that's going on. Whatever happens in the world right now, you can know it immediately. And what that does is it trains our mind to almost be addicted to what's next. Like we scroll and we go through information so quickly. And what I would like to also present to you is that from the standpoint I show my kids when we were studying informational text point of view, and I presented an article to them that talked about how, y'all, that we short form video is actually showing to actually decline our executive functioning and our ability to critically think. And when you start factoring in everything that's going on, right? When you start factoring in all the jobs that we do, right? All the titles that we have, it becomes a lot on your mental capacity and your emotional capacity. For example, I am a son, I am a brother, I am a friend, I am a teacher, I am an author, I am a speaker, I am a podcaster, I'm an influencer, I partner with companies, I am a philanthropist, I'm trying to be somebody's bouquet with someone one day, you feel me? And what's happening is with all of those titles also comes responsibilities, and that's pressure as well. And we live in a time where, quick pivot, a lot of people want those that may have all the titles because of the benefits, but you're not willing to deal with the responsibilities that come with all the titles of the person that you chose. Oh, I wish I could, you know what? Let's go ahead and give a round of applause there, because that was good. That was good. That was good. That was a good one. That was a good one. So listen, I said all that to say we all got so much going on. And I'm going to tell my age on this one. With all the responsibilities and things that we have, how many of you remember we used to have the Windows computer and that bad boy starts to slow down? Like the mouse isn't even moving anymore, right? It's like the computer isn't even operating. And you had to do like Control Alt Delete or something crazy, escape something to get to the task manager. And you literally had to go kill the task, the different applications. You had to close that tab. The same way that when a computer is overloaded by so many tasks and operations and things being open, I feel like our mind and our body is the same way. And I want to encourage you, you need to close some tabs. You need to close some tabs because you are figuratively causing yourself to slow down and not operate at an efficient level. Let me give you a good example of this. All right. So for me, I sat down one time and what I did was I wrote down all the things I had to do. And y'all, I use Apple reminders for me. And when I calculated this, everyone, I think I had like 19 things on my to-do list. Immediately I saw it, I had anxiety, things that had to be done today, next week, 2 months from now. And what happened is I felt my system literally slowing down. Mentally and emotionally, I'm not caring about anything that's going on. I'm not even fully focused. I have brain fog everywhere. And what I want you to do is do me a favor, sit down and I want you to list out all the things you got to knock out. And each item is a tab. And if you're not careful, those tabs will add up, they will compound. And before you know it, you're not operating at the 100% that you can, you're operating at 40%. And then life is going to open up your task manager and it's going to force you to shut some things down, whether you get sick, whether you're too irritable, etc. So for me, this is a gentle warning to all my leaders and thought leaders and community game changers and teachers and business owners and parents, etc. You need to close some of those tabs. Hey, we have built a culture of people love discussing pain and we love glorifying it and we love I'm struggling right now. And y'all, it has its place, right? But at some point in time, when are we going to embrace actually caring for our nervous system and taking it easy? I am talking to myself as well because my therapist said something so profound to me last week, because a lot of you don't know my story, but I grew up in Brookings County, North Carolina. I have 14,000 people, everyone. I definitely grew up with government assistance. We worked hard. We didn't just ask for handouts. And I transitioned from taking food stamps to school to now, operating a full business and a teacher and all the things that you see. And what has happened is in that process, I use pain to get me there, keeping it as a tab open. And it has become such a part of my story that my therapist warned me and said, if you're not careful, you're going to depend on pain in order for you to try to achieve and be better and it exceed your expectations. And I don't want to do that. So I'm asking you to evaluate all the tabs and all the responsibilities, and don't try to say, well, I'm just being strong. Okay, cool. You're strong. We get it. We're strong. We all are doing a great job. Every person that's listening to this podcast right now, you are absolutely incredible. Look at everything that you've done. Look at what you've survived. Look at what you've been through. You are incredibly strong. But let me tell you something. Just because you make it look easy doesn't mean it's not hard. You're carrying 20 things on your mind right now. Congratulations, right? But it's time to shut some of those things down if it's not benefiting you. So evaluate your tabs. Look at what's open. Take an inventory of what are some things I need to do? What are some things I need to knock out? What are some things I'm holding on to? Because let me tell you something. Some of us have tabs that should have been minimized or closed 6 months ago, a year ago. Whether that is habits that we both have that are not the great, whether it is friendships or relationships, pivot. If you are in a toxic friendship or relationship in 2026, what are we doing with all this access to information here? Close that tab. Close that tab. Friends that gossip, close that tab. Okay? People that don't encourage you, close that tab. People that only reach out when you succeed or doing something great, but never in your down moments, close that tab. Yeah, let's get into it. People that only use you for your access and your financial status, close that tab. People that only there for your looks and what you can possibly bring to them, close that tab. People that are trying to benefit from you, close that tab. Horrible systems that you're using in your business and your school, close the tab. Close those tabs, y'all. Let's close them together. It is March. It is time for some spring cleaning. Come on now. It is time for some spring cleaning. And listen, if you are around anyone that does not want to get better, this is what I think of them. All the way. I'm going to put that all the way in the camera. Boo. Okay? Close those tabs, y'all, because life is fleeting. I told one of my friends last week, Jasmine, who's an incredible person. Shout out to Riley. We were talking about how we remember, y'all, 18 years ago, we were freshmen in like college. And now it's almost 20 years later. And I don't know about you. I don't want to live a life where I'm just going through it, not recognizing how precious it is. Somebody did not wake up this morning, but you did. So if you're alive and well, we might as well maximize this thing to the best of our ability. Just the same way that a computer can have so many tabs and applications open and it slows down, the same can happen to you as a human being. The same way that computer operating system can shut the computer down where it's not functional, the same way all the tasks and responsibilities can shut you down so that your nervous system and psychologically you're not functional. And all I'm asking you, my friends, in this episode of Conversations Unleashed, baby, close that tab. Because life is so short. And the worst thing that can happen is you get to the end of your life and you recognize I was living life at a 40% efficiency level when I really could have been living at 90 if I would have let some of those tabs just shut down and close. All right. Y'all know I love y'all. You know I appreciate y'all more than you know. It is Wednesday. Hopefully you're taking care of yourself. I am so honored that you all tuned in. Shout out to all those that listened to yesterday and shout out to those that are back today. Write down your list of things you got to do. Mark out which ones that need to go. And I'll be back next week with another episode, probably to continue this conversation. All right. I love y'all. I love you. I love you. If no one has told you, I love you. I'm proud of you. I am glad that you're here. I am glad that you're alive. Your story is not over. You have some powerful things to do in this world. Whether things are going great or down right now, I know how life and emotions can get. And that's the reason why we're rising together. That is the only reason why I'm doing this podcast. I'm not getting paid from this podcast. I'm not getting any money from this podcast. This has become a hobby to connect with all of you. And I'm going to keep speaking life into you until the day that I die. We hope that does not happen until another 50 years from there. All right. Don't forget legacy over likes, and I'll see some of you soon. Take care. Peace.